down with no concern. Girl, you've been a lesson learned. If you're gonna play with fire, sometimes you're gonna burn. Girl, you shot me down with no concern. You have been a lesson learned. If you're gonna play with fire, sometimes you're gonna burn. Everybody's looking at you. You're thinking that you stepped off the cover of a magazine, but girl, I know what you're up to. Like a black widow spider spinning her web, I know how the story ends. I feel once in over my heart, and I ain't falling again. No, I'm not falling, I'm not falling, I'm not falling for that. 'Cause I've been down that road with you, and girl, I ain't never going back. 'Cause a man can't forgive what he can't forget, and I ain't forgotten yet. So I'm not falling for that. They say what appears to be isn't what you always see, and girl, I know that it's true. 'Cause I see a heartache looking for a soul to take when I'm looking at you. So go ahead, strut your stuff and play those silly games. I ain't falling again. Like old Red said to Scarlet, frankly, dear, I don't give a damn. Oh, I'm not falling, I'm not falling, I'm not falling for that. I've been down that road with you, and girl, I ain't never going back. 'Cause a man can't forgive what he can't forget, and I ain't forgotten yet. So I'm not falling for that. Like a black widow spider spinning her web, I know how the story ends. I fell once in over my heart, and I ain't falling again.
The number you have dialed is not in service.
and good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Orange Blossom Social. I am your humble correspondent, Bobby Randall, and the whole gang is here. Fast Eddie back there on the right. Say hello to Fast Eddie this morning. Our producer, Captain Kurt, out there. And sitting in for Dangerous Dave today, who is again, what is he doing? Is he in jail again? I don't know what he's doing.
Yeah,
Do you know
I think that.
He is?
Yeah, he's at Taco Bell.
Yeah. He's at Taco Bell. I don't know where he is. But Doug Stock, everybody. Say hello to Dougie.
Hi, everybody.
All right. Well,
school started this week, and I feel like I'm on the first day of, I'm the new guy on the school bus.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Did school start this week? Or what is it, August, I guess? When I was a kid, it seemed like school started in September. Did it for you?
Well, I didn't start till about December, but I was special.
Yeah, I bet you were. You had your own special classes. Well, anyway, we're here today, and as always, the show's about you folks. For some of you folks, I see some new faces in here. That we're all about Q&A is what they call it, questions and answers. If you have a question, simply raise your hand, and our roving reporter, Mike, over there will show up with a microphone so we can hear you, and you can ask us about just about anything, and we'll answer show things as well as that. Same goes for wherever you're watching on platform, whatever platform, if you're watching on Facebook, YouTube, or MySpace. I don't know. Dangerous knows all that. I don't know any of that stuff. I know nothing. I heard you talking about you're going to transfer some music from one format to another. See, I don't know how to do any of that.
No.
Here's, as a matter of fact, to show you how high-tech I am, Dan, I bought a new motorcycle. I went out yesterday and I said, well, I better start it up. It's been sitting in the garage for about 2 weeks. Started it up, and for some reason, the emergency flashers came on. But I thought, that's okay. I let it run for a minute, shut it off, put the cover back on it, went out, did some barn work, came back and looked in the garage, and I could see underneath the thing, the flashers were still on. And I tried everything. My old bike is different, so I had to call Mike. How do I shut my emergency flashers off on my motorcycle? So he knew. All right. Pretty good weekend this weekend, wouldn't you say, Dougie?
I think it was.
Thursday was a great show.
Yeah.
Anybody here Thursday? Yeah, Thursday was awesome. Who was here? Let's see. Eli was here, too. You all were here Thursday. Eli Rogers was here. I can't remember who else.
Jenny.
Oh, yeah, Jenny Progrosi, boy, her. She was here. And
J. Allen Guy.
J. Allen Guy. I thought J. Allen did an awesome job. Did you all? Did you see him? Because, man, he had no notice, no time to practice, no time to rehearse. He really didn't know what was going on.
He had no clue.
No, well, that's just Jay, though.
Elizabeth.
No, he did an awesome job because he came in and we just threw him under the bus. I said, I need you to come down here and help me out because we didn't want to do it. We wanted to have somebody else do it, a special guest. So Jay's going to be here with us again this week, and Jay will be here till we find somebody better. So
you and him have something in common, just never lack of something to say.
We were both in radio. He was in radio, too.
You're both real good at it.
Yeah, and I was on this TV show one time, well, a couple of them, but one of them on TNN, and it was it was live to tape, so it wasn't live like this, but they'd have to fill a space, and the producers say, you got to fill 30 seconds, go. And you ever do that? Let's pick on Dan. Dan, fill 30 seconds, ready, go. Wait a second, get the microphone. Ready, go.
So I got your first question for you, Bob. Tell us more about Tommy K.
Oh, yeah, well, we have a show coming up, Tommy K.
Yeah, I know.
You're supposed to just keep going. It's hard to fill 30 seconds when you don't, it seems like an eternity. Tommy K is coming. I don't know when it is. Captain Kirk can look it up out there.
September 6th.
September 6th. And he's coming, his band's called The Rock Show. And they do all rock songs, rock eras from the 80s. And, man, he's one of those guys. You know that guy, Dougie, that sings with, is it Brass Transit that comes in here?
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah,
but that guy is like, I mean, there are people like that. You just look at him and you go, how can you sing like that? Because that guy's just, I mean, it's like you just can't believe it. Jason Crabb, if you know who he is. And Tommy K is a guy like that. That dude's a singing fool, man. It's just crazy, crazy good. So they're going to be here on whatever they said, September 8th, and they'll be doing all you Journey knuckleheads out there and all that other sort of stuff. Foreigner and what's that?
Def Leppard, Ozzy.
Yeah, what's
all
that
good
band,
stuff.
though, that you always liked that never was very good? What was they called? Rush? Something?
Oh, does he do Rush?
Probably, I don't know.
Oh,
Why-
man.
yeah,
We're
I
going to
don't-
have to talk.
Yeah, yeah. Well, no, what's the band you've seen 300 times?
REO Speedwagon.
Yeah, he probably does that stuff, too.
Yeah.
But they'll be here. But they're awesome. It'll be worth to see. Good time to see. The direct opposite of that this weekend will be...
George Strait.
George Strait.
and guess who's playing steel for the George Strait guy? Woo!
Wow.
You been practicing?
Oh,
The show's Saturday. Have you been practicing?
when I was a kid.
Yeah. Practice when you're a kid. But some of that stuff tricky, isn't it?
Yeah, no, 24 songs.
Is that what you had?
Yeah, that's all I have to learn for the week.
Oh, that's all. Plus everything
Plus,
we have to.
yeah, plus Thursday. and
Oh, yeah. See, people don't realize how many songs we have to learn every week. And this show that we do on Thursday, you know, there's a bunch of new people and they want to do stuff, and you know, you want to make them happy. We also want to bring new stuff to you all, so we're not playing the same songs all the time. But what happens is it runs into you only have so much time, and then you know all of a sudden you're sitting down and so I got to learn 10 songs by Thursday, and now
Yeah.
and Dougie's got.
So we got, well, let's
Thursday?
just round it to 30 on Thursday,
Yeah.
30 on Friday.
Yeah.
He's got 24 plus 10 that we'll do, 34. So yeah, 94 songs to.
Put together in one weekend.
Yeah.
So there we go. Yeah. Piece of work.
No sleep for Dougie.
Yeah, it's not hard. We're Friday Night Live. We'll definitely have some different kind of songs going there this week. I'm not going to give it away, so we're not going to say anything. But we might. Rumor has it we might have a really special guest on Friday night. So,
Really?
Yeah, this guy may show up. I don't know. We're working on trying to see if we can get him to show up. I'm looking to see if he sent me an email. But anyway, so it'll be a big surprise for Friday Night Live. There's a few tickets left. Did you all buy tickets today for stuff? Is that what was going on today? Did you buy tickets? Yeah. What'd you buy tickets for? For where? Christmas show. Tell me your name and where you're from.
I'm Ed from Johnson City, Tennessee.
Oh, really? Johnson City. I used to play the Gray County Fair.
Oh, okay.
As a matter of fact, we had a record up there for a long time at the Gray County Fair as the largest attendance.
So
Appalachian District Fair now.
Oh, is that what it's called?
I've always wondered if somebody from Johnson City, what do you think of the song Wagon Wheel?
Oh, love it.
Oh yeah, of course.
Oh,
Johnson City. Oh, I forgot about that.
And then Travis Tritt, don't forget,
Oh, yeah.
with his song.
Yeah, what was that? It's a long way to Richmond. Headed north on
Or South on
95. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Johnson
but
City.
Before I forget,
Yes,
I
sir?
did see your picture on Facebook.
Which
and
one?
I want to know, did you run the gate or did you do like I do, push?
No, I did both. I did
Okay.
both. I worked on well, it's a long story, but to make it short, I got divorced, and I was playing with this band called Confederate Railroad, and they parked their bus at this abandoned cattle ranch, and it was the old Davis Cattle Company, and which was a huge ranch, big ranch. Well, this buddy buys the ranch. And oddly enough, my wife's a pharmacist, so is he. And so he buys a ranch, and we're friends with him and everything, and we're parking our cars there, and I get divorced and sell my house, and I think, I don't know where I'm going to move, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm working out of Chattanooga, Tennessee, and he said, hey, there's a little log house right there. He said, if you want to live right in that, you can, if you want to help me on the farm, because the railroad only worked Thursday, Fridays, and Saturdays, maybe Sunday. I said, okay. So I did that for almost 4 years, and it was awesome. I was the ranch hand, and he tried to hire me when I left Confederate Railroad. He said, "Why don't I just hire you here? You can work here all the time." I said, I need to play music." But it was a real cowboy. I mean, we started with 17 head of cattle and had 87 head of cattle, and so oh yeah, I know how to do all of it.
Oh wow, you know that reminds me.
Of.
I know something you don't know.
I'm sure you do.
I was talking with Roger this morning, and he has given me a sample of our Christmas show uniforms.
Oh no.
Speaking of cattle,
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Really?
perfect.
has a
You know, I love this job. I love Roger and Heather, and I love the Orange Blossom Opry. But let me say right now, I'm not wearing that damn thing anywhere. Not gonna happen.
For a contrast, Bobby, what's up there in the corner of the, right? No, in the corner of your table, right there in front
Oh
of
yeah,
you.
hey, look what I got.
What's
Look what
that?
Terry brought me. I got a new shirt, and it's from the Kent County Sheriff's Department, which is in Michigan, everybody, and it's on the back and all that. So
Maybe you can wear that in place of the cow sweater.
yeah, I'll wear this. You go ahead and wear
Well, I
it.
thought I was from a policeman that pulled you over.
well, you know, you get to stand out in the middle. You're kind of the, you know, the star. You don't necessarily have to wear those things.
Yeah, right.
Keith's looking forward to it though.
I bet you Keith's sitting home right now going, man, I wonder if he's got a spare one I can just wear around the house. No.
Yeah.
So yesterday, I came here. I work most of the days on Monday here. It's kind of cool because there's generally nobody here. Then I just kind of work all day back there in the back room doing other stuff. And I don't really pay attention, but you know where 441 is out there, and I don't know how many people you live south of it or north of it, but anyway, I live north of it. And I'm coming down, and I come to that big exit that goes into, is it Del Webb, Mike? Goes into
Yep, that's
Del
right.
Webb. Right there on the left, you see it. And there's a light there, but there's no traffic going that way. It doesn't go across. They just come out of Del Webb and turn this way or that way. So I'm barreling down there with my Jeep, and there's nobody in either lane. The light turns red, and I think, oh man, I'm gonna go slam on the brakes. So I just, and I see the car, one car sitting over there, but he's not even moved to roll forward yet. So I just gun it and go through the red light, and it's fine. So I drive, and everything's fine. That's way down there. So I get at this light up here to turn left onto 42, and I can see there's some guy sitting next to me trying to get my attention. And I look over, and some guy has a car, and he goes, I got a picture of you running a red light.
Did you learn nothing from your motorcycle
No.
trip?
I was going to say, I'm glad you didn't decide to fight that ticket.
No, I just looked at him really nice and said, thank you, send it to me and I'll autograph it for you. Drove off, but
You have a thing about running through places you're supposed to.
I got a little ticket. I just paid the ticket, the one in Red Lodge.
You know, it's been
How long since you've had a ticket?
probably 35 years. But back in my younger days when I was working Disney and Church Street and all these places, I was always rushing to one place or the other. And
Yep.
if I got a ticket, I was the same way. I had to pay it first thing, like first day I got it, put it in the envelope and send it off so I didn't have to think about it anymore.
I didn't do that either.
It might have done me good to sit and think about it for a while.
Yeah. Well, where's both y'all, Terry, Mike? There's a couple of retired police officers here. I have a question for you because I tried this with the police officer. I just when I didn't say I'm not smart at all. I was nice. I put both my hands up and said, "Yep." And I said, two of the people that were with me are retired police officers, but they're nowhere to be found. So there I am out in the road. But I told him, I tried to play out. I said, "Listen, I haven't had a ticket in 20 or 25 years. Do the police ever look at that and go, well, okay, and scold you? They just go, too
They
bad?
go for it.
Too bad they don't care.
Yeah, they've heard it all.
They've heard it all. All right. Well, I tried everything. I tried, hey, listen, I'm pregnant. Let me go.
Yeah.
Nothing works.
I'll tell you one thing. You
Question
don't,
back there, Mike. Yeah.
Might have had your shirt on, you might have got out.
If I'd have had my shirt on, I even said, two of the friends traveling with me are retired police officers, and that didn't work.
Dan made out better than you did.
Dan got pulled over, and they let him go. So I don't know what kind of story he told
What they
them.
tell you, Bob, is, well,
Don't ever call me Bob.
Bobby, I'm sorry,
Thank you.
I'm Bob. And what they tell you is, I haven't got a ticket for 25 years. Well, you won't be able to say that tomorrow.
Yeah, you can.
The other thing is,
Yeah.
your cop friends have to give you either an FOP card, which is a courtesy card,
Yeah.
or a PBA card.
Yeah. Now I can tell you another story. I had a friend that was a state trooper, worked in drug law enforcement stuff, and was always undercover and doing all this stuff. Well, he retired. He gave me a badge. Don't ever get caught with that badge is all I got to tell you. So that's not a good idea. Trying to. I just smiled and said, "Yes, sir. No, sir. Yes, sir. No, sir." And sent my ticket off.
Some of us know that having a legitimate badge really makes no difference at all.
Yeah, I know a guy that had a legitimate badge and still got a ticket too. He said,
I got to see Elvis's badge.
"Oh, you did? Elvis had a badge, right?"
Yeah, an FBI badge.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
I tried to use that one time when I got pulled over. Said, I know Bobby Randall, so they just took me straight to jail.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what you don't want to do.
Yeah.
I was young.
Yeah.
But just to prepare, I just got right out of the car and prepared for the cavity search, and that doesn't work.
That doesn't work either. Jeez. Well, anyway. All right. I see all these things on Facebook with these people giving police officers a hard time. Shame on all you people that do that. Those guys go out there, and I'm not just telling you because my uncle also was a captain of the sheriff's department in my hometown, but they risk their life and put their life on the line. They're just doing their job, and they generally don't pull you over unless you're doing something stupid anyway. So I see all these guys going, I'm not giving you my driver. Shut up. Anyway, all right, this weekend, Friday Night Live, big deal going on. But let me tell you about Thursday, everybody, because Thursday night's show, as we promised this to be a brand new type show with a new format, and it's a cool thing because, you know, we used to do Thursday nights and you'd have 10 people, sometimes 20 people, and all that's good. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but I wanted to try something different, and so what we're doing is we're finding the best singers we can find, and it's still like the jam thing because it's still kind of that format, but it's we only take 3 people and we let them all get up and sing like 5 or 6 songs, because if they're really good, why wouldn't you let them do that? You know, so, and it also lets them kind of shine more, and you, the audience, you get to, if they're really good, you're gonna, you know, you want to hear more than 2 songs, and if they're really bad, they won't be on this show. That's all I have to say. And to say that, this Thursday, Emma Lane is going to be here, man, and she's one of, I just met her. She just came through here, I don't know, what, 6 months ago or something? But that girl, you know, when I tell kids this all the time, you know, you got to find yourself, find who you are, because you can't sing other people's songs and try to, if that's what you want to do. And man, that girl's her pitch is awesome, and she's just got the gift, man. She sings great. We've actually used her on a couple different shows as well. So she'll be here on Thursday, and she'll be awesome. And the heartthrob, Eli Rogers, who everybody seemed to go crazy, he'll be back this week as well.
Maybe he can let you off your ticket.
Yeah, he's a police officer too. But you know what I told him? I said, if I ever had to go to jail again, been a while, but if I only went once, but if I ever had to go to jail, I hope it's a guy like you, because he's probably the nicest police officer in the world when he pulls you over. He's not, and he's just such a nice guy. I can't imagine him being ugly. Who else was here? Who else is going to be here?
Gage.
Our award-winning.
Oh yeah, Gage. Gage is going to be here, y'all. The guy that won the contest, and he's awesome. He's a kid that like 15 years old and got a voice that sounds like he's 40 years old or something. So he'll be here, and of course, our boy Jay Allen. You know, I put a song on to tell you how long ago that I used to play steel. You all remember Kenny Evans that comes here? Kenny Evans plays here. Well, I used to sit in with him when he played at the Wild Horse in Nashville, and I would play steel with him, and I remember learning that song, Ain't No Thinking Thing,
Yeah.
which you have, which is a big, cool steel intro, steel 2nd string, 4th string. So when he put that song down, I remember thinking, man, I used to play that.
I was wondering how they did that.
Yeah, I bet. Well, you'll know by Thursday. So it'll be an awesome show, y'all, because it's a different format, and people are talking about it, how cool it is, and it's great, great music. So that's going to happen this weekend, and then on Saturday, I think, Captain, are the shows sold out? Do you know, Dougie, if they're sold out this Saturday?
I do not know.
Nobody knows. Well, so tell you, if you all flood out there and tell Lori you want tickets, and just get her as upset as you can.
Yeah.
Because that makes my day when I can upset her.
Especially Thursday.
Yeah. Oh, I got to get some tickets from Lori, too. Remember that, Mike? I forgot. So a George Strait tribute guy will be here, and it's not Howard Decker, not the guy that was here before. It's a different guy. And here's something I noticed, Dougie. Have you noticed that some of these tribute acts that are awesome, are coming from Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder what that, I mean, I wonder why that is. Are you from Canada? You are? Whereabouts? A? Ontario, A? Do you say A all the time? Tell me, tell me your name and where you're from, hon.
Connie Mull, and I'm from Leesburg now, but was born in Niagara Falls, Ontario.
Ah.
Nice.
Quite a honeymoon my parents had.
Oh, yeah. When did you move to Leesburg?
About 2016.
Okay, a couple years back.
Love it, love it.
Love Leesburg better than, where'd you say you were, Nova Scotia?
Niagara Falls.
Niagara Falls.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
I was there a
I just
lot.
want to bring your attention to this hat.
okay, you have.
And
Name, where you're from.
My name is Gay, and I'm also from Leesburg.
Yeah. You're born and raised in Leesburg?
Hell no.
Oh,
I'm a service kid.
a what? A service
You
kid?
met my son. My son is Dave Connors, and he's going to be here on one of those Thursday nights. But
Yeah.
the hat came from Confederate Railroad. You signed the other hat. This hat we got at the same time. They were on Palm Coast, and there were 30 of us sitting outside, and we got to go on the bus. We got to do all sort of things about 3 years ago.
Nah, I wasn't there then.
No, you were not.
Yeah.
But we had a good time, and we did talk about you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, those boys should all say nice things about me because Mo, the bass player, Big Mo, has been a friend of mine for years, and I got him in that band. The guitar player, Rusty, got me in the band. And those kind of things, somebody always, you know, that's how you get in all these bands. You know somebody, and you know this guy, and you know that guy. And so that's how I got in there. And then I think Mark's gone now, the drummer. So the only original guy left in Confederate Railroad is Danny, the original singer. And he's a nice fella, a really nice fella. Anyway, well, cool. I didn't sign that hat, but I signed the other one. Okay. Well, if you
hey,
want.
I've got a question.
Okay.
Okay, hold on. Where exactly am I supposed to stick this?
So here's a funny thing.
It says right here, cowbells in stock.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's
It would
a
look
play
really
on
nice
words.
hanging from Bobby's microphone.
Yeah. So this guy yesterday who's talking to me about wanting to play, and I said, well, you know, we don't usually let people play instruments. And again, it's not because we think anything, but the band plays so well together, and then somebody gets up and wants to play, and they have their idea how the song may go, and sometimes that's not good.
Well, even just the logistics of sound checks and
Yeah,
what
so-
equipment are you going to use and how to.
Yeah, so we don't do that. We just let people sing, and I mean, they can play acoustic guitar if they want, but nobody gets up, plays drums and all that. And so the guy asked yesterday, he said, well, can I play the cowbell? And I said, buddy, you have no idea. We have the world champion. When you look up, you know, greatest cowbell in the world, cowbell player in the world, you think it's Will Ferrell from that stupid skit on Saturday Night Live. It's not.
Oh,
Right there.
no, I gave Will Ferrell that idea.
Oh, boy. Anyway. Okay. You know who I didn't know was in that skit? Who's one of those late night guys? Is it Jimmy Fallon?
Jimmy Fallon's in it, yeah.
I didn't know that. Did you all know that? You know that everybody's seen that skit on Saturday Night Live where the guy's playing, but I need more cowbell. If you haven't, go look it up on YouTube. It's
Christopher
really funny.
Walken said it ruined his life.
Yeah. He's the producer, and he's trying to get this band to play, but more cowbell, and Will Ferrell's just wearing it out. But I never knew till somebody told me, and I looked, and the guitar player in there is Jimmy Fallon,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. Yeah,
Bobby?
I like Jimmy Fallon. I like Jimmy Fallon. He's one of the guys that aren't crazy.
Bobby?
Yes, sir. Question. Yes, sir. Morning.
John from Canada.
Yes, sir.
Chop is one of your hardest working guys outside.
Yep.
Has he ever invited him up to come play a couple songs with you? Because he's a hell of a nice guy off stage.
Yeah, he's got up here and played a couple.
Oh, yeah.
Times
Yeah,
with
he's-
us. Yeah, we all love Chop. He's a great guy. He's a great guy. He likes working out there because he does a good job out there, and all the people like him, and he's a good guy. Here's the thing about Chop, man. Not that he's not a handsome guy now, but go back and look at some pictures of Chop about 20 years ago, man. He looks like this rock god. He's got all this hair long, and he's, you know, like probably 20 years younger, real pretty boy and everything. Yes, sir. Come on, Dan.
Question for you.
Yeah.
Dan Houston from outside of Syracuse, New York,
I know exactly where you're from.
and the Villages.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mo Thaxton, you mentioned earlier. Can you ever get him back? 'Cause
You know,
he put on a hell of a show.
Yeah, we tried to get Mo here. I've tried to talk him into doing the Mo show. Mo was in a band called Dr. Hook for years before he got in Confederate Railroad. And when Dr. Hook split up, their band actually had 2 lead singers, which is never a good idea. But anyway, so Ray Sawyer, who was the guy that wore the patch, was famous because he sang their biggest song, Cover of the Rolling Stone, which he just kind of yells. He doesn't really sing, but you know, no offense. But and then everybody, because he had that patch, thought he was Dr. Hook, and in fact he was, and that was just the name of the band. But Dennis, who sang all the really great songs, Sylvia's Mother and some of that stuff, when the band split up, Mo took his place, and Mo sang all that. Mo's singing Fool. And we were buddies. We played in a band together for a while, he and I, in between them. So, yeah, I'd sure try to, because when he was here, when he sings, I went to France with him, and we sang, I don't remember what song he sang, but anyway, when he sings Sylvia's Mother, you all be on the floor sobbing. Question on Facebook, come on.
This question is from Nancy Wallace. When did Doug come to the OBO, and how did he get to the OBO?
There you go, Dougie.
Well, it came in a car, so that part's easy. No, January of 2017 is when I began playing here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How'd you find out about the place, and how'd you get here? I mean, not get here, but you know, you had to know. Did you know somebody here? Or?
I did. The steel player that was here, Brian, he had a, I don't want to say the wrong things, a stroke, or had some sort of medical thing that he had to take some time off. And,
yeah.
And the guitar player and I worked together at Church Street Station for years and years, Forrest. And Forrest called me up and said, could you come down and help us out for a month?
Okay, and a month, and that turned into how many years?
That's turned into 8.5 years. So.
Well, where was you? Because not where was you? Where were you? But my question. Let me think back for a second, because the drummer at the time was that the same configuration of the band, or was, because I heard a story that Kevin Kingston was the drummer and then became the bass player, or the bass player that became the drummer.
What was that? Chip Myers and him swapped.
So they've had a little bit of a switch.
Yeah, but no, Todd was the drummer at the time.
When you were here?
Yeah.
So Todd was the guy that called me and said, hey, we got this. I'd never heard of this place, but my mom and dad had, because my mom and dad had both played here years back or so. So that's how I did it. I came down. I didn't even know Doug. And then, because you weren't here, so you stayed, but then you took the summer off, or what?
Yeah, well, I was only supposed to fill in, and then Brian's health and all, it just wound up that they needed more, so I came back.
Well, we're so glad you're here, and we don't want you to ever leave.
I was up in Iowa. I was outstanding in my field.
Yeah, that's what they do up there. Well, because I came in and filled in for Dougie, which I can no way fill his shoes, but I played steel here. And
I remember when I flew in, the first thing, I was just flying in to see people, but they wanted to take pictures, and because I was going to be coming back and joining permanently, and so I came in and they wanted to take pictures, and the photographer wanted us to hold instruments, which not a big fan of, but that's what they wanted. And I said, well, so I had to ask Bobby, who I just met.
Yeah.
Hey, can I have your fiddle?
That's right. You one of those first fiddles.
He kind of just went, yeah.
Hey, well, you kind of, your first promo picture. Those are terrible. People still do that. Every time you want to take a picture of a band, for some reason people say, oh, you got to hold a guitar. Nah, I don't know that anyway. So Doug, that's the answer. Did you answer? Got your question answered? Awesome. Let's see what else is going on. We also have to tell you that there's all kinds of deals going on here for any new people. Is there anybody here in the room that's never been here before? Everybody's been here before? All right, well then you know about the snack bar, and you know about you know about the restraining order we have on Eddie. Don't get too close to him.
And I just happen to be sporting.
Yeah, they got the orange spots. That's my favorite color right there too.
Yeah.
Those shirts. Yeah, I don't wear golf shirts, but because I don't golf.
Why don't you golf?
Because I don't golf. Because I suck. Man, I'm terrible. Dougie always tries to get me out to golf, and I love Dougie. We're buddies outside of the band and everything. We're buddies. And so, you know, you want to go hang with your buddy. We eat lunch together sometimes or breakfast even when we're not working. And so let's go golf because it's something we can do together. And I love Dougie, so I go, and then I'm out there for maybe an hour, and then I hate Dougie and life.
Now, you know, it was about my 10th time out that I didn't know what the name of the game was. I thought it was whack, damn.
Yeah, that was me. You missed me yelling, screaming. Hey, Eddie, you got a record up there today?
Yeah,
oh,
yeah,
look, man, my favorite. Oh.
Yeah. Well, it's funny you mentioned Chop because actually this artist was, these are original prints from a gentleman named William Volpe in England who drew these prints in '64 for the Beatles. And I asked Chop, I said, you need to go do some research and see if you're related to this guy. You may have some money coming to you or something.
Yeah.
You know, but Chop's, it's funny because Chop's dad actually was the Beatles chauffeur in '64 when he came over.
Yeah, that's what he
here.
said. He drove the Beatles around when they were.
But yeah, those are cool prints. I figured I'd bring out and show them out. But they're,
Were you a Beatles fan, Eddie?
Oh yeah, the Beatles started it all. I have an entire room of Beatles stuff. Imagine that.
I imagine. Hey, you know, and since you have so much memorabilia, I've not been to your house because you've never invited me.
Yeah.
Just thought I'd put that out.
Yeah.
And you have been to mine because I've invited you several times.
I'll have to frisk you.
Yeah, but I wonder where you live in that house because of all the stuff
In the basement.
The stuff you may have. All right, let's see. Here's what's coming next week, everybody, at the old Orange Blossom. Looks to me like it's sold out, so never mind. Garth Brooks show, tribute show. Sean, I talked to him yesterday or left him a message. He'll be here. You're not playing steel for him, are you?
No.
Yeah, we should.
No.
You should. He should let you play
Why
steel
don't he?
and let
Why
me play
doesn't he?
fiddle.
Call him.
I will. I've got to call him today. I'll say, Dougie's, I'll just tell him. I'll say, look, Dougie's
Roger's
playing
bringing
steel.
a pink slip.
Oh, no. Man, this is a thing. All right, let's see. If you, wait a second, I'm sorry. Today, if you mention, you heard today's podcast, and you mentioned that I said there's a BOGO for listeners for the remaining Thursday center stage for the month of August. But you have to call or stop by the ticket office today and today only. So today and today only, they're going to run a special on Thursday for the month of August. Round of applause for them. How about that?
Wow.
So why is there cat hair or whatever that is?
That's Eddie's.
Yeah.
Eddie, dang,
I'm
man.
shedding.
There's cat
It's
hair.
August.
Or dog hair.
I tell you this one, on August 30th, the boys are looking forward to this one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Eddie's out of control.
Yeah. There's gonna
It's
be
not
some
sold out yet,
spandex
but
that night.
Shania Twin, it's called. Of course, it's a Shania Twain tribute. And that's 2 shows on August 30th. Eddie, you're all cranked up about that,
You
aren't
realize there's 2 weeks in a row we're gonna have spandex in here. We got Shania and we have the rock show
Are
from
you going to wear
Michigan.
yours?
Yeah, you
I
going to wear
might.
spandex,
I
Eddie?
might dig it out.
If you're wearing spandex,
does that mean-
spandex, you're going to have to dig it out.
Do I need to? Yeah. Hey, do I get to sing with a band if I wear spandex?
That's why he only guests once
That's
in a
why
while.
they don't let me do this.
That's why we only let him do it once in a while. That was funny. No, Eddie, please, just, I ask 2 things. 1, don't sing, and 2, don't wear spandex.
I'm gonna come down the front row and sit down there and just irritate you with spandex on.
I
that show.
love it.
Could you wear the mirror ball
Yeah,
motorcycle
mirror
helmet,
ball
too?
helmet,
You
spandex.
still have the, hey, you know, somebody told me, I can't see back there. Oh, there it is. Yeah, we put the mirror ball.
We got him on the screen.
We got the mirror ball back up there, though. Yeah, there's Eddie.
Yeah.
There's Fast Eddie right there in his glory. There you go. All right. There we go. Anyway. All right. Let's see. So moving on, then in September, we're kind of going to do a little bit of rock stuff in September. We're going to do, my friend, I told you, the rock show, Tommy Kaye. And here's what I'll tell you about Tommy Kaye. I probably told you before. Tommy Kaye came to Nashville and recorded a record, and all songs he wrote. And he put a single out. He had a single out. I can't even remember the name of it. I should. But the Grammys work like this, if you want to know. You get into this area where you're in consideration to be nominated for a Grammy, then you're nominated for a Grammy, then you win a Grammy. That's how that works. And first you're in this area to be considered to be, that's stupid, but that's how it works. Anyway, Nathan and I and Tommy got into consideration for a Grammy with Tommy Kaye, a record we produced on him. I'm telling you guys, he's awesome.
Unless you're Milli Vanilli, then there's a fourth one.
Yeah, there's a
where
fourth.
They take it away.
They take it away if you're not really singing. That's right. Tommy's about that tall. He's from Onaway, Michigan, for those of you. Got a question back there? Mike, wherever Mike, and one here too. Let's hear first and then back there. Yes, sir.
John again.
Yep.
You gave us the pleasure of 2 new piano players this week. Have you been able to come to a conclusion? Because you were saying how important it was, and I will say both were great.
Yeah,
players.
both were great. I don't know if we're ready to make an announcement yet. That's what the big thing is. I think everybody kind of likes the one we're using, and so we're probably going to roll with him for a little bit.
We're still waiting to see who gives us the most money.
Yeah, that's what it's going to be. But it's really 2 guys, you know, and I've got Kit booked on some things, and I've got Mike booked on some things still. So you may see him revolve, but I'd say we're real close to our decision, but we'll make an announcement as soon as we all feel. We got to roll with them a little bit. You know, you don't. It's not that I don't know anybody, but man, you know, I can tell you this. I don't want to get into things, but I brought a guy into the band, and I didn't really run it by a bunch of people, and it didn't work out. It lasted a long time, but it was miserable. So I don't want to bring the wrong guy in because I don't know if they'll like it. You know, it's real easy right now because we work Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and maybe a Sunday, but in January we work almost every day, and so it's real. Yes, sir.
Okay, Bob again.
You're Bob.
I'm Bob.
Yeah.
You keep mentioning the role of producer, that you produce or help produce records. Could you explain what exactly that entails?
Sure. Well, shows first, and then records second. So producing the shows, like the Thursday show, we'll just talk about that. I kind of produced that show. So that means I sat all day yesterday and called all the people and got them together. Okay, you're going to do this. Then it's a 2-process thing. I have to get all their songs. And a lot of times that's a brutal process. You know, they do this, they do that. Oh, I can't do that song. We can't do that. No, we can't. Okay, we'll do it. So we get all the songs together. When I get all the songs together, I send them to Dougie. And then Dougie puts all the music to it, writes it all out on charts, puts it all together with charts, and then he sends it to all the guys in the band. And then I put the show together, saying, okay, for instance, I can tell you, Jay Allen, it's going to go boom, 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 and I write out all this. You know, I'm going to say, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Jay Allen. So I tell you how the show's going to run. He'll come out, he'll sing the song I just told you he's going to sing first. I put that down first because I like it. Right. And then he'll introduce the first guest. And then he'll take her off, or him, or whoever it is, and then he'll sing 2 more songs, and then we'll go to break. So that's kind of how I put the shows together. Same thing goes with the Christmas shows, which are miserable for me because I got to start on that probably in another week. So producer's nothing more, I think, than like an organizer of whatever you're doing. If you produce the show, it means you put it together. You got the singers. You put the songs together. You do all that. Records, about the same thing. You know, you're the coach, if you will, or the referee, if you will. You hire the players that you want to play. If you're producing an act, you're in charge of the songs. Generally, you're some artists and producers. You pick the songs. You make the arrangement. You put it together how it goes. You mix the record. And that doesn't mean you do it all yourself. You have people like Dougie and Nathan and people like that are all involved in it. So it's a big job, but you're kind of the guy that puts it all together, I guess. Does that explain your question? Does that help you out? Yeah. So I guess, was that, what would you say?
I'm
Doug?
confused.
Yeah, well, you are, but Eddie,
Organize the chaos.
yeah, it's just making it all happen, putting it all together. And like our Christmas show, we're going to do 8 or 9, I can't remember, Christmas shows, and they'll all be the same, but we have to get together and decide what songs we're going to play, what order, who's going to sing. I don't even know who's going to be in the show yet, but we're working on it. And this year, I think we're going to try to use some of the stuff we recorded last year and try to enhance that and do some different things with that.
You know, there was back in the 50s,
yeah,
there was a song that was banned from radio that I think we could use on the Christmas show called Think I'm Psycho, Don't You Santa.
yeah, there you go.
It's a good one. Look it up.
Well, that's, anyway, did that answer your question? Okay, yes, sir.
Yes. Dave from Pittsburgh. I got a statement and one question.
Yes, sir.
I was able just to watch from home on Friday, and your highlight where you bring one of your
Yeah, yes, sir.
Randy's performance was just so unbelievable that had I been here, I'd have been a standing ovation.
Yeah, Randy's awesome.
I think just to see a drummer, and I don't have the music background that you people have. I just didn't see a drummer get behind a piano and have that kind of performance.
Right. For a drummer to play a musical instrument is really
All right. For him to be a drummer and musical. Yeah, well, thank you. We'll tell him you said that. Randy's a very talented guy, and he just he's awesome. He sings great, and he's awesome. We'll be sure to tell him.
My question is a technical one, and I know you all have some earpieces, and every once in a while I'll hear you say, "Can you please lower this or do that?" What is the function of that, and does everybody have one?
Well, I hate him, just so you know. But Captain Kurt up there is encouraging me to use them. So in a band, when you play in a band, for years, you would see speakers on the floor like that. And so we can't really hear what's going on out there. That's Nathan's job. That's what he does. And we have put in these monitors firing back at us what you want to hear. Obviously, I'm up here singing, so I want to hear my voice and sing. Everybody has different mixes, is what we call it, and listen to different things. The best mix for me, being a producer, is listen to everybody. You know, put everybody in there so we all know what we're playing. So you're not playing one thing, he's playing something else. But now technology has come forth to they've taken those into in-ears and wireless. So you can listen to whatever you want to have in your ear. In other words, you know, so Dougie's not going to listen to the same thing.
The only thing I have in mind is your voice.
This will be a smart-ass remark. Yeah. Yeah. No, but I mean, so in the in-ears, it also, you can control the volume of everything. And one of the things in this room that you have problems with sometimes is if you start playing too loud up here on stage, which I may have the tendency to do sometimes. I'm an rock guy and about half deaf. That amplifier is going to blow you right in the face. So, and you and those people, and you're not going to hear anything else. So I can have that amplifier put as loud as I want into my ears and hear it and keep it quiet back there. So it's kind of, is that close enough for you? That's kind of what they do. So a lot of guys do it. But the thing that I don't like about them is when I have those in-ears, you can stand right here if I'm not talking in a microphone or you're not and talk to me, I can't hear you. And if you say something, you got to pull those out of your ears. So I don't really like them. I'm an old school guy, but I use them on a couple of shows. If I don't have to sing much or talk or interact with people, I'll wear the in-ears. Thursday nights I wear them up there because I don't interact. I wore them for Dr. Carl's show this weekend because John Denver's show. I know, you know, so I don't interact with things. But when I have to interact with people and talk, and I don't like them, but to each his own. Dougie wears them, and I think Randy does. I don't know who does and who doesn't. Dangerous wears them. He likes them.
Yeah, from a sound point of view, people don't realize there's more than just one sound. When you're running sound, you have the sound that the auditorium hears, and then you have the sound that the band needs to hear, and that's two different worlds. And sometimes, like Nathan, well, most of the time here, Nathan or Kurt has to run both of those. And that's not an easy job because I do that at a church. And it's much easier if the band themselves can isolate what they want to hear. If you say you got two guitarists up there and they're both they want to hear themselves, and so they're turning it up louder for what they're hearing, so naturally everybody else in the band's hearing what they're playing too loud. So it's way easier to just isolate what I want to hear.
Well, in our world, in our case, it's 7 different worlds.
Yeah.
What you hear, and then each of us have our own mix
Yeah.
where we
Yeah,
can
we like
get anything we want.
There is another pro to it, is that it reduces the stage volume.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
that's
the people in the
stage
auditorium
manager
can
talking.
hear the true mix.
Yeah.
You're not hearing extra
Yeah.
guitar or
Yeah.
extra drums or extra steel because nobody wants that.
Yeah, because what you all hear out there is whatever Nathan wants you to hear.
Yeah.
He's the guy that plays all the instruments at the same time because he sits up there at that board, and each one of those sliders has is a person. You know, like this is my voice, this is my fiddle, this is my guitar, Dougie's guitar, bass, everything. All of those faders that he runs. And so if you ever watch Nathan work, he's constantly working that because, you know, sometimes you don't, you know, so he's the guy, they call it mixing. He's the guy that kind of controls what here's out front and does that. And he's awesome. Because
Why don't we give Eddie a microphone and we can put him in our mix?
No, I've tried
Yeah,
to.
that'll work.
All right, moving along, everybody. In September is kind of starting our rock show thing with Tommy K. We've got Steel and Peaches coming on the 13th of September, and they're a tribute to the Allman Brothers Band. Yeah. And that ought to be a lot of fun because I dig the Allman Brothers music. You do?
Have you ever stopped at the museum there in Macon?
I haven't. Have you?
Yes. It's great. Yeah,
Have they got an Allman Brothers Museum? They have their own
Yeah,
museum?
the house that they all lived in has been turned into a museum.
I go through Macon, but I need to do that.
Yeah.
Awesome. Linda Ronstadt tribute will be here on the 20th. Bruce Springsteen will be here, and we're calling the show Bruce Springsteen with no damn politics. So if he gets up here and starts bashing the president, we'll have Eddie take him out. Or bashing anybody for that matter, but shame on you for bashing anybody. All that stuff's nonsense, if you ask me. The Artemis Pyle Band will be here. Now, have they been here before?
Yes.
Were you here?
Yes.
Were they good? They had to be good.
It's great.
Yeah, they're going to play all the Leonard Skinner music, and they were the original. Artemis was the original drummer in the thing. Bo Bice, who was the runner-up on Carrie Underwood's show, he'll be there. And they do a tribute to Leonard Skinner, basically. And it should be good because he played on a bunch of the records.
Well, you know that Artemis, he survived that plane crash.
Yeah, he was one of the few guys that did, right?
The last one.
He gets to the. He's been in a crash, so he doesn't look good. And he gets up to the farmhouse, and the guy shoots him.
Oh, really?
Because he thinks shoots him in the shoulder. He's, of course, survived it, and he'll
my
be here.
God.
But after the plane crash, he gets shot.
Oh, my God. That happened to Dan on a motorcycle trip. We went up to the motel, and they shot at him. All right, anyway, so then the Christmas thing's going to, does that go on sale today? It goes on sale today. Christmas shows, everybody.
Yes.
There'll be a bunch of them. I don't want to go through all them. We got tons of them. That'll happen all through December. And I don't have much happening on January, but the January schedule will be out first. And the only thing I know about this is I was asking the boss, I said, hey, is January out? No, it'll be out soon for those of you. And I said, well, we're going to be busier than last year. And he went. So we'll have, we had tons of shows last year. So we'll have more shows than last year. So it's a big deal here. I will say this, probably for you too. When I came to the Orange Blossom Opry, there'd be many nights here that there were 50 people here, sometimes less than that. And God bless all you people who come out here and support the Orange Blossom Opry, because this place is packed almost every night. If you have a question, I'll get Mike over there. I don't know where Mike is. Yeah, I can't hear you, so I can't tell if you're cursing at me or if you saw me, if you have a picture of me running a stoplight.
Bobby, I'm just saying it's because of you. And
No.
we heard the story.
There you are.
You've done a recap of your career a couple of times, and I think you ought to do that again and soon. It's a wonderful opportunity for us to learn about you and the rest of the band members as well. And another thing I'd like to say technically, it would be nice if we could communicate with our seat mates before the promotion comes on for the coming events thing. I know Nathan says he can't control that. But if he could keep that down to an elevator type sound so we can meet our neighbors here, it would be greatly appreciated on a lot of us.
Well, I think they have a meet and greet thing set up out front for kind of that. They're pound and they want you to know what shows are coming and all that stuff. The reason the volume, if it's too loud, talk to Mike because he's in charge of that.
Another thing.
Yeah, another thing to
He
get.
knows the guy.
get yelled at about.
The other reason the place gets filled up is because Roger just said buy one, get one for the rest of the Thursday nights in August. So on your way out, plus the donut fairies worked overtime.
Oh, God,
Before you leave, take some donuts.
Yeah, take those donuts with you. Make sure you get some. Well, I appreciate you, and thank you so much. God bless you for your compliment. But what I've been able to do is, with the help of everybody, is assemble a team. Because there's nobody here that does. I don't do all this stuff by myself. I have a great team. We've assembled a great band, and one of the things is, that's why we're having a little difficulty or taking our time trying to find a piano player, because we want the best. We want a great piano player. We want somebody that will bring something. That's one of the things that Dougie, he auditioned a bunch of guys. We went through, and one of the things is, well, he wasn't bad. But he didn't bring anything to the band. He was just okay. And I'm not singling out anybody. It's just in general. So, we look for somebody that's going to bring something to the team, bring something to all of us. Because bottom line, we clown around a lot and all that. But the only thing we sell here that makes this place fly is music. And once it becomes not about music and becomes about drama or this or that or this and that, it's a lose for everybody. So as long as we keep it about the music and try to make the best music we can, I think that's what the people respond.
That's true. But there was a couple of them that wouldn't even wash your car.
Yeah, there was a couple that we're not too crazy about. So we have a few more minutes left. If you have any more questions, if there's any questions on Facebook or something, let us know. I enjoyed playing with you the other day. It's the first time we got to play together. I'm not very good anymore, but I sure had fun. He was playing over at Barb's Barn. I subbed for their steel player over there last Wednesday, and my steel's been under the bed for a year. That's the truth. I've not had it out for a year, so I wish I would have played better, but it was fun.
And listen, Bobby, I want to compliment you. Lou Barry, I'm from Ocala, originally from Brooklyn. Don't hold that against me, please.
We didn't notice that.
Yeah. But anyway, listen, Bobby had just had injections in his hand, okay? And I could tell the discomfort he was in. And the audience did not know. And Bobby, you did a fabulous job, brother. You did a fabulous job.
Yeah, I got these issues when you get old, man, and I forgot, and I knew the weekend was coming up here. I said, I got to get shots in my hands. I can't hardly move my fingers again. So I schedule them for Wednesday, so I get both shots in two of my fingers, and this one's almost numb, and this one's aching. And then I went, oh, hell, I got to go to Barb's Barn and play steel, which I haven't done in a year. And now I got two fingers that could be a cauliflower. So there I was. But it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed playing with you. It was a good time. Yes, sir. Anybody else going once? Thank you again for the shirt. I will wear it. I'm a long sleeve guy. Dan went on a motorcycle trip with me, and it was 190 degrees all the time. Did you ever see me wear a short sleeve shirt? Rarely I wear short sleeve shirts. So that's a weird thing for me. But that one, is that short sleeve?
Are these going to be in the gift shop?
Let's hope we can get those in the gift shop. Where did you get that? I think I've seen you on stage wearing that, haven't I?
I did.
I have. At the Christmas show?
We have an ugly sweater day.
Oh, we do?
Yeah.
And you must win if that's what you have. Or
I
at least you
could win that without the sweater.
No, they couldn't be. Dougie's awesome. Let's see. I can't think of anything else going on, but I don't know.
No, there's this one part that we would really miss Dave here being, because.
What's that?
And that's his public service announcement.
Yeah, he knows all that stuff. He does. He knows all that stuff. But you know what it is. Y'all check us out on the app. We're on Facebook. We're everywhere. And here's a story I can tell you, Dougie. I know, sometimes, and we'll close with a little story. Sometimes people are not who you think they are. You ever meet that? You ever meet somebody and you think they're somebody, and then you kind of get to know them, and they're not really who you thought they were? That happened to me twice in the last couple of weeks. One I can't talk about, but the other one, I didn't have to. It was all over Facebook. But the other one is this guy that was in the villages. This dentist was busted for being a drug dealer. And I'd been going to this guy for like 5 years.
I'm sorry, what was his name?
And
That explains it.
And I had no idea, I couldn't believe it when I saw it, that, dentist is busted for being a drug dealer. I had no idea that guy was a dentist.
All you know is you're sure left.
Some
he
of you will
felt
get
good when
that,
he left
some of
the
y'all
dentist's
won't.
office.
All right. We're out of here. Hey, God bless you folks, everybody. Once again, a big round of applause for Dougie sitting in doing a good job. Woo-hoo.
Bobby Randall.
We love you, everybody, and do what I always say. Come see us at the Orange Blossom Opry because you'll be glad you did.